Hello. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. Thank you so much for joining me here today. This reading is for Cancer, all Cancer placements. Whenever the message finds you, that's the message for you. Anything that rings your bell, tickles your fancy, twitters your pate, take that along with you. If you want to pause the video, if something strikes you, and contemplate that and extrapolate upon it in accordance to your own intuition and what makes you feel alive and buzzing. Take that along with you. Anything that doesn't make you feel powerful, bing, yeet, get rid of it. Don't even take it on your shoulders. If you got something naughty to work through, that's another story, but you know, you gotta feel like, hey man, I can do this, you know. And if you don't feel that way, you're not ready, or it's just not yours. So we're gonna go ahead with that. I want to thank everybody in advance for their like, shares, subscribes. I love emoji comments, especially. There are other ways of interacting with the channel in the description box. All y'all, past, present, and future, who interact with this channel, receive my deep gratitude and my prayers during my rituals. I love doing this. I love being here, and you being here is what makes it possible for me to be here. So thank you so much. I really this expands my gratitude practice so exponentially. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're going to hear me say thank you through this whole thing. Thank you to my guides as well, for Spirit, for being here. I mean, it feels good to be here. So Cancer, love you, love you, love you, you crusty little crabs, you lovely little scuttlers, you big hearts, you teddy bears. Happy to be here with you. So without further ado, let's get started. Please take a moment to take a deep breath, or more than one, and think about something that resonates with your body and your intuition that you are grateful for. It could be a small thing like a buttercup growing out of the sidewalk. It could be your favorite constellation is visible in the sky this time of year. It could be that you didn't forget to change the batteries in your flashlight. All of these things are useful and wonderful and important, and they build up to a wonderful sense of well-being. So let's start with that. And I thank you. Great. All right, so I'm going to be drawing from these 3 oracle decks here, and then using the Somnia Tarot and the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, which are both Rider-Smith-Waite styles of tarot. I use some less traditional style ones for other types of readings, but you know, join the community to get notifications about those kind of things, and I will be happy to share those with you. So thank you. Khalil Gibran's The Prophet Oracle. This book is available at all libraries. It might even be in public domain on Gutenberg Project. I'm not sure. Definitely check it out. Khalil Gibran was a wonderful artist and author. That's too many. So yeah, let's see if we... How do you want to be handled, my love? How do you want to go this way? Cards are being very having a lot of personal character today. It's really cool. As physical objects, so that's great. And we have the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. Oh, there's 2. So be it. And then for the mudras for awakening the energy body. Oop, there it is. Yes, thank you. Okay. Now I shuffle and clean everything before I get started, meditate on them, but sound of the cards when we're here together. I just pulled that one for it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So there we go. Ace of Wands, starting out nice with fresh energy, fresh inspiration. Five of Swords, ooh, that could be tricky, but we can get through anything, my babes. And the Eight of Swords, okay, yeah. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, Seven of Coins. And then there's this guy, which showing its face, Seven of Wands. Okay, interesting. Seven of Wands came out for Gemini. Different deck, different context. So let's get more about this from 1909. Rider-Waite-Smith. And I'm feeling like pulling another one too for that one, so I'm just going with the flow, my darlings. Water sign, we gotta go with the flow, right? Ooh, Judgment. Okay. Good to see a... Oh, we've got another ace here too. The only... Oh, yeah, I was about to say the only major arcana, but here we have two, so... Hermit coming through. Save the day. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. Okay, that's great news. Always great news. I mean, you might as well call it the great news card. And then we've got Queen of Wands. Okay, so Saved by the Bell. This one, because this is, you know, the ace is like, aces are always great news, but it's also like, whoa, holy moly. You know, it's kind of like a bolt of lightning, you know. The aces can be really like, a lot, you know. The Ace of Pentacles feels a little more calm, a little more grounded, obviously. It's an earth sign. Seven of Coins, like, this shows that you've put in a lot of work, right? And it's kind of been day after day, like, you know, waiting for things to sprout, things to grow, like, you know, and this is probably another new seed coming up, a new plant for you to grow. But it could reckon with this one, which is some seed that you've been growing and, you know, cultivating patiently. You watch it sprout, you know, are breathing through the ground opening up. You're like wondering how the seed's going to do between the frosts in the early part of planting, and, you know, protecting it from aphids and snails, and, you know, keeping the mulch around it and giving it compost and plant food, and you know, finally seeing it sprout up, and, you know, you set up this trellis to support it, and, you know, all these little steps, and it's just like, you're at this point where you're like, when are we going to get any fruit? Is this going to fruit or flower at any point, you know, after all that work that I went through? Is this anything, you know? Is it something? I had a friend once who confronted this like little girl who was probably like 5 years old or something, and she was like digging around in her garden, and my friend came up to her and said, "What are you doing?" And the girl said, "I don't know, could be magic, could be nothing." And like, the Seven of Coins doesn't have the vibe of being that nonchalant about things, but, you know, maybe you can be, because, like, you've got this Queen of Wands here, and she gets what she wants, you know. She's got this fully bloomed sunflower that has the seeds that are, you know, nourishing, and her, she has sat there and allowed her willpower to draw in what she needed from her vision and her ideas, you know. And you've got this new vision and new idea, you know. Again, you know, this could be talking about a new vision, new idea that you saw as having a practical application that you put into the ground a while ago. And it could be a new idea as well. But there is a lot of, like, charge. There's a lot of, like, nascent energy There's a lot of kind of like birth, like completions of cycles and the beginning of new ones. So like, and maybe it was something that you felt you had to do. It was like shit or get off the pot kind of thing. It's like, I'm not dead yet kind of thing. It's like, I got, I'm still buying green bananas. I got more life in me to live, and so, you go to work for it, and it's like, and then you ended up having to defend it from, people who were jealous or haters, or for people who didn't understand what you were doing. And then there's like, these petty arguments, and that might have been in your own head. It's just like, I can't do it, or like, or like everybody's going to laugh at me, or like somebody's going to try and sabotage me, or I'm going to sabotage myself. And those are thoughts, right? So you have to repattern them in your head just through repetition, and eventually to work out where you just start thinking that way automatically. But it's like, I can do it. The hell if somebody laughs at me. Like, the people who matter are going to understand, my vision makes sense. Like, it is like creative and new and vibrant, and like, and sometimes when people like aren't coming up with their own ideas, like they come after you, or if you're like kind of upsetting the status quo and like taking a leadership position, which like the Queen of Wands is definitely a leader, people might, take some friction with it, and just not be stoked about the way that you did it. It's like Nina Simone says in a song, it's like, you're gonna, or no, it's not Nina Simone, it's Sweet Honey in the Rock, Good News. It's not good times when you take up your own cross, it's good news. It's hard times when you take up your own cross, because you're gonna catch hell if you don't do it the way that they say do it. That's a terrific song, Sweet Honey in the Rock, Good News. It's a live track. It's out of sight. It make your scalp just tingle when Bernice goes into the final hollering. It's like, that'll take some of this burden off of you, okay? Like, listen to somebody holler. Maybe that's what you need. You need somebody's voice, if it's not yours, to speak clearly and fairly and with power and authority. It's like, use your voice to speak with authority and be like, no, this is my ground here. And you know what, also with the Seven of Wands, and I often think about, it's just like when people just aren't respecting your boundaries, or when you're not like willing to uphold them. You're like, I don't need to uphold my boundaries. Like, I can get away with like not like, standing up for myself. I'll just like let somebody just talk me down, whether it's yourself or somebody else, until I'm just completely defeated from actually doing it. And then you get stuck in your head and you're like, well, I don't know the next step. I don't know what I can do. It's because you've already like stopped yourself from thinking that you can do it, right? But like, that's just like blindfolded and loosely fettered. It's just like, it's that thing where you don't, like, today I didn't want to get out of bed because it was so warm and cozy, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I've got to like get to the card reading. Like, as soon as I start doing it, I'm going to feel really, really good. Like, why can't I get motivated to do this? How many cups of coffee is it going to take for me to like actually get out of bed? I mean, it just started getting cold, so that's like part of the reason why. But for whatever reason, you're not like just throwing off the covers and getting to it. And it's probably because you're just thinking about things that are just completely unuseful and like not related to like you being this queen, this boss, this like energy of attraction master, or mistress or whatever, and like allowing your dreams to just come to you because you're like the hottest shit out there, right? But some people don't, and you might be telling, I'm not the hottest shit out there. And it's like, well, yeah, you kind of are. You kind of are. Are you telling yourself that you're not hot shit? Because that's bullshit. Go and take yourself out and get right with yourself and realize that you're the hottest shit out there. Okay? Look, you've got the star. You've got this, like, you've got a wand too in the Hermit. You've got willpower. You can like look down on everything that you've accomplished in the past. You can look down off of this mountain and realize that you have like withstood these trials before. There's nothing you can't do. And like, being hot shit doesn't mean that other people can't be hot shit also, right? Now we're getting into Leo energy, which is the next one. So like that might be a little uncomfortable for you, you know. Your water sign, you want everybody included. Yeah, they can be included. Everybody can be hot shit, and when people don't believe that they are, that's when they start crap with you. They start shit with you. You know, and it's not your job to be like, hey, baby, you're hot shit also. You know, like sometimes you can't really like bring people to the party with you. But you might be able to, because this is right here, you know. You might be able to bring everybody to celebrate your success. Like, you know, it's like when a couple gets married, right? It's like it's a triumph for the entire family, right? You know, and we're talking about, you know, functional, loving marriages. As a metaphor, right? You think of like the sacred union, right? Like two people join, and it benefits everyone in their community, right? So you celebrate it. Because everybody wins, but then there, you know, those bitches in the corner are like, well, you know, she's only marrying him because of his money, and and then he only likes her because she's got, you know, she got a boob job, or, you know, it's like, shh, quiet. And don't let those voices stop you in your tracks, because it's time. It's time for you to live. You deserve this. This reading today, I'm a little feisty, a little spicy today. It's great, and I like it. I like this like vibe that's coming through, especially for Cancer. You know, you're usually not like as spicy as a lot of the signs are. You're so sensitive and like, you know, really love in a lovely way, like concerned about how other people feel. But this is about you. This is about all the work that you've put in, and you deserve to celebrate it. And like everybody can come along, you know. It's like, it's not like it's a VIP only party. Like everybody's allowed to shine, but if they're gonna be, you know, haterating, you know, don't come in the dancery, okay? Because that's gonna stifle your new ideas as well. Look at what you have accomplished, and you can have everything you want. You deserve to stand up for it. Don't let any shit get in your way, okay? And just keep going. The next one is the 8 of coins, right? So it's going to be some repetitive work ahead of you, but it's okay. The 9 is after that, and that's like a mini queen, right? It's a mini empress is the 9 of pentacles, or a mini queen of pentacles. Like 9 of coins is, yeah. And so you got another ace here. So you're about to pop off. You got a lot going on. You got to like not get in your own way now, because more ideas are going to come. Let's look at these things. Khalil Gibran's the prophet. Come and be one of us. It's in the chapter of the farewell, so this might be a little more emo than this party energy. But that's, you know, hey, you're Cancer. We're getting back to the emo energy. Could you but see the tides of that breath, you would cease to see all else. And if you could hear the whispering of the dream, you would hear no other sound. But you do not see, nor do you hear, and it is well. The veil that clouds your eyes shall be lifted by the hands that wove it, and the clay that fills your ears shall be pierced by those fingers that kneaded it. And you shall see, and you shall hear, yet you shall not deplore having known blindness, nor regret. That is awesome. Yeah. See, this is okay. Don't come down on yourself for having these little bumps, you know, or you're like stopping yourself and you're doubting yourself. It's okay. Like, it is time to live, but like, you know, when we're talking about major arcana energies, these are like higher forces coming in to work with you. This is not like purely your will at work. Like, you can choose to not accept these forces, of course, but like, they're here for you. to unclog your ears and unblind your eyes. So see your star. See your star, my love. Take the time that you need to wake up to your glory, your glorious self, my man. Everybody is a star, as Sly Stone says. So everybody can come. Everybody can come. Okay, Black Bear, the guardian. So that's good, right? So like I was saying, you have this protection energy while you're like getting through some of this shit talk, right? Internal crap dialogue, or maybe even external. So the protection's here. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. All right, yeah, so that's right there for you, hon. Ooh, bison, abundance. Yes, sacred buffalo. Cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Yeah. So connect with your guides. You have, these 3 aces here. There's so much coming in, and there's so much abundance here. Clear the way out of clear this stuff out of there so that you can receive like a really powerful destiny energy. And then we have the third eye chakra, so right above the middle center of your eyebrows, which is your intuition and your creativity. So a lot of creative energy here, and of course the work that you have to put in to bring something to fruition. This is part of it. You have you can't just run on ideas all the time, or you never eat, right? But yeah, there's a lot of ideas here, so just be sure to keep working on the ones that you're doing so that you have room to bring in new ones, and you just don't have time anymore to get locked up by this self-doubt or doubt from others. Like, you gotta just one step in front of the other, and don't be afraid to be perfect. Practice makes progress. So freedom, the Garuda Mudra, and this, it looks like this will be helpful to set you free. Okay, I embrace the freedom and openness of my pure expression. I embrace the freedom and openness of my pure expression. So yeah, you can place that right over your brow. You can put it over your eyes. If you do need to be blindfolded by your own internal creativity and messages from spirit coming through. This is like, you're free. You can be free anytime you want. You are free already. You just need to feel your freedom so that you can allow these inspirations to move through you as a sacred vessel. You're attracting exactly what the universe wants you to create. It is blessed. And you're protected. You're going to open your eyes to that. Well, that's awesome. I just feel this gateway opening up for you, and the things that you'll create, they're blessed. They are blessed. Don't let anybody, including yourself, tell you otherwise. I love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to do this for you and for being here with me. Again, my thanks to you for engaging with the channel. Thank you for letting your stories, our stories, come through me. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. Peace be with you.